idea is the no.
Therefore,
I said
both
no.
the idea and the name, because they're related and identical, are popular.
No, they're not.
Oh my god.
Archie, bro, Archie.
I'm gonna
The
kill
idea,
someone.
No.
the theory.
Just how is it? How does one make the other popular if they're not related
They're the
in terms
same
of?
thing.
Oh my god! Stop. You're not letting me finish. Okay. How are they related? How can one? What is it? Popular? Knownness. Whatever.
Renownedness.
Renownedness. How can it affect the other if they go by different terms but they mean the same thing? Like
They they don't go by different.
Ever heard the
terms.
popular? I don't know exactly what the words are, but it's like a rose defined by any other name is still a rose.
right,
Archie?
right.
The theory.
So yes. Okay.
So
So the idea,
theory-
define,
the idea defined by any other name is
Is
still the
still
theory,
an
and
idea.
therefore they are both popular.
Theory.
Right, but you're-
Frick, I'm losing it. Archie, the theory is.
you
the
think you're
simplest
losing it?
answer-
I'm
The
losing it.
theory is created and spread by the person.
The theory
Therefore-
is the simplest answer is often the correct one. The name of
And
the
that was
theory
spread
is
because the
Occam's
theory
razor.
became popular.
All right, it's not different terms. It's the
There's
same
no
thing.
way.
Occam's razor is just the name of the theory. It's just a name.
Exactly, it's just a name, so it's not popular.
Okay, you
The
know what?
idea is
Screw this.
popular.
Let's
I'm not
go
saying.
read-
All
go-
I'm saying it's not the
What
name
are
that
you
is popular. So okay, listen. It's not the name.
I don't
that is
want it
popular.
anymore.
No, oh
Archie,
God.
let's go back to the roots
It's
of
not.
it. Okay?
Okay, yeah, let's
The
go
end
back.
crystal.
Sure.
Let's go back to the end crystal. Let's not talk.
Why are we going
Go
back to the
Occam's
egg
razor.
crystal? I thought we moved on for it. Oh my God.
You
Okay,
clearly
sure.
don't understand.
Is the reason why you want to move on because you know that you're wrong?
No. Okay, sure. Let's go back. Okay, because we have made it clear that neither of us is gonna concede. Okay, so let's just move on from that.
You're just wrong. You're just wrong. And that's it.
Yes, because you're never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
No. Keep going, Archie. Keep going. What
No,
is
I'm not gonna go there. I have standards.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you,
Correct.
Archie?
Of course I do.
Are you sure?
I am absolutely sure.
The
Just like
ramblings
how
of
you're
a
sure
madman.
that no.
Bro,
They call me a madman. I'm not. I am.
you are. You
Wait,
are.
what is the famous quote? They call me a madman. Hold on.
Are we quoting theories now?
Call
Are we
me a
quoting now? Are we
madman.
doing quotes? Is this what the
Is this a quote battle?
man
Oh, yeah,
actually
see?
opened Google?
They called me a man. See, I'm Thanos. I'm right.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
He's like,
Man is comparing himself to Thanos. We have
See,
lost
we have the
plot.
same. We have the same
lost the plot.
situation. No,
Quinn,
we have.
Quinn, we've lost the plot.
oh my god.
I'm under the same situation as Thanos right now. Okay, they
Thanos.
called me.
See? Okay,
They
actually,
called
I'll
me a
quote
madman.
right back at you.
Sure. Let's have a quote
This
battle.
is a Jontron quote. Why the fuck would they use a colander to make a bowl? If it doesn't make sense, don't try to make it make sense.
What
Archie.
colander? With-
It's part of that one video where the quote comes from. It's a lot of damage.
Archie.
He
just
sprays
Oh.
Flex
compare
Steel
yourself.
into a colander to make a bowl, and the guy was like, "Why the fuck would you use a colander for a bowl?"
Your situation is not the same with Thanos. Thanos wanted to snap half the entire universe to prevent.
Right,
I'm
but
starting to
Thanos
think
from
Archie's
starving.
getting their mentality.
No. The reaction is the same though from the people. They
No,
called
it
me a
is not.
madman. Yes, it is. They called me a madman. You called me a madman.
We aren't actively
So-
trying to kill you.
Right, but your opinion towards my ideas is the same as
My morals are loosening by the minute.
The reaction isn't the same because we aren't trying to kill you. They tried to kill him.
The ideas are the same,
Justifiably so.
not the
Bro.
actions the same.
Bro.
The ideas are the same.
Bro.
What is your idea, and how do you compare that to Thanos' idea?
It's not my idea. I'm not talking about my idea and Thanos' idea. I'm talking about the response of other people
Sir.
about our ideas, right? Even though it's different
Thanos
ideas.
tried to kill half the universe.
Right.
You were
and so-
arguing that
so-
an end crystal. I don't even
No,
know.
no. Okay. So
What
what is
is-
the
okay,
reaction?
Hold on. Archie, what is your final over encompassing argument for an end crystal?
Which one? And crystal?
Yes.
I don't have an argument. I'm just
Sir.
saying. Like I said, I'm looking deeper into. No, we're going in circles.
So
were
is your
trying-
argument end crystals are not single beings that are defined by code in a game? They need to be looked into much deeper.
You were trying to.
No, not really.
You were trying to explain why the hitbox of an end crystal is how it is by using
And trying to
in-game
explain
lore.
his hubris. Hubris was discovered.
In-game lore. Do realize that the creatures in the game of Minecraft would not be able to see the end crystal's hitbox?
Right,
point.
but they would still be
He
able
makes
to
the
interact
point.
with it. No,
He
no.
makes a point.
Oh my god.
No.
They would still be able
Archie,
to interact with
in
it.
real
right?
life,
many-
what is a hitbox?
Right? Can
How
you
many
react?
villagers? How many
In
villagers
re-
do you
in
think
life
have
and
seen an end
reality-
crystal?
In life and reality, what is a hitbox?
There's no hitbox. There's no hitbox. It's
What?
just. What do you
How
mean
do you
in
know
reality?
that? How do you know that, Archie?
I'm not.
You
I'm,
can't
I'm
see
not.
it.
What-
I'm not.
what
I'm
is
not
a
talking
hitbox?
about reality. I'm not talking about reality.
Not in reality, then. What is a hitbox?
What? In Minecraft
What is the
or
definition
what?
of a hitbox?
In Minecraft
In
or in
general.
reality?
You just said you can't
No.
define it in reality.
I mean, I'm probably
Archie.
can, but okay. Okay, let me try to define it. Okay. It is. Oh. I know what I want to say.
Archie, I
Is-
can come
is
up with
the
a
area-
reason for the hitbox
No, no.
right now.
It is the game code. Well, I'm not talking about the game code.
No, the reason for the hitbox is so that
Is
players
this
can hit
reality
the
or game
end
lore?
What Void is talking about, or what I'm
No,
talking
no.
about?
What the hitbox is? That reality or game lore that you're going to try to explain?
About the. I was not talking about the hitbox. I was talking about the explosion at first, like the
No,
first.
no, no,
we're
argument
like
was
talking
about
about
that.
the
right now, are you with you filming an explanation about a hitbox? Is that reality or is that a game lore?
Oh, game lore.
Okay.
Game lore. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so go
oh.
ahead.
I don't have an explanation. I'm trying to find out.
Then why are you trying to justify it?
What do you mean? Try to justify? Okay, can you interact?
Okay. My
Even
my
okay,
my
you can't
reasoning
see.
for
You cannot see.
requesting you to define a hitbox is you're using a hitbox to explain why end
Okay,
crystals
okay,
are
okay,
strange
okay.
within
Sure,
lore.
sure,
I want
sure.
the
I
definition
will.
of a
I will
hitbox first.
define. I will define a hitbox within the game. Okay, within Minecraft.
Yes,
The
within
hitbox is
the game's
the
lore.
area. A hitbox is the area within something. The area in which you can interact with something. Okay, when you left click on that area, it interacts with that thing. Okay,
So
does that
then-
make sense?
But
so
it's not
then,
touching.
Archie. So then, Archie. That doesn't necessarily mean the
Oh.
hitbox has anything to do with the explosion.
Yes, it does though, because as soon as you interact with it, the explosion, right? It comes out, right? So therefore, the interaction within the
You do
hitbox.
yourself.
Archie, there
What?
was never Archie,
What?
there was never anything in the explanation of the hitbox that said that everything that is going to explode has to touch the hitbox.
He makes a point.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. But why can you trigger the explosion via the hitbox, right?
Because
But
how
the-
else are you
oh
going
my,
to do
no,
it?
no, no, no! Stop! Let me talk, please. Oh my goodness! I'm not. I have not finished a single point for the past like 15 minutes.
Because
Okay?
you are incorrect.
Because you're interrupting me. This.
You're incorrect.
Listen,
Boyd,
you
let him
can't
talk,
prove
let
me
him talk,
wrong.
let him
You,
talk.
you can't prove me wrong if I haven't even made the point yet. Okay?
Let him talk.
So let me.
We will
let him
ask
cook.
him if he's done, and
Let
then
him
we will
cook.
start.
Okay.
We will ask him if he's done, and then we will start.
Okay, why can you interact with the hitbox, which sets an explosion that breaks block, right? But the blocks that are broke or that are not broken are within the hitbox before you interacted with it. Why is that a thing?
Okay, Boyd, your turn.
You done?
Yeah,
I'm mediating this.
I finished the what is it called? Question.
Okay, so Archie, place down an end crystal right now.
You want me to turn on hitbox? Well, it's already on.
Yeah. You see that hitbox? You see that hitbox?
This one? This one?
Yeah. Get rid of the obsidian.
Oh, you're repeating yourself. Okay.
Get rid.
And
Okay.
click it. And
I'll
click
allow
Now
it.
put those blocks back. Put those blocks back, but not the obsidian.
which
Put
the
put
the
the
grass?
grass
The
blocks.
grass?
Yes. All right.
Now
Now
click it.
look at the hitbox. Look at exactly how many blocks it touches. Look at that, right? And now explode the end crystal.
Right.
Now explode the
Sure.
end. Do you look at all the other
Okay,
blocks
okay,
that
okay,
got
now
exploded?
okay,
Were
now
those
let me
anywhere near the hitbox?
right. Okay,
He makes
so
a point.
okay, now let me show
Hold
you
on.
my point,
Void,
okay?
Void, your rebuttal is done. Are you finished?
Yeah, it's pretty freaking obvious.
Are you completely finished with your argument, and then Archie can proceed?
I'm not completely finished, but I'll hear him out.
Are you finished with this point?
Yes, this point.
Okay, Archie, your turn.
Okay. Your argument, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Why does the other areas explode despite it not being in a hitbox? Right? That's your question, right? Yes or no?
That isn't the question. It's a statement of fact.
Okay,
That
good.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's same
Sure,
thing
sure,
regardless. Ignore
sure.
that. Please
Okay.
continue.
What I'm asking is not that. What I'm asking is why do the ones that are in the hitbox not explode where there's the obsidian under, even though the obsidian is not like blocking, you know? It's not like there's a
I
obsidian on
will
this block.
interject here. Can we look up whether or not how much of the block needs to how much of the
Quinn,
hitbox need to be part of a block to be able to affect it?
Quinn, I can disprove this right now, please.
Hold on.
What do you mean?
Is there a defined data value for how much of the hitbox needs to be in a block in order for that block to be affected? Because from observation, it looks like half the hitbox is in the block.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Is there? Can we look it up? Is there a value for how much of the hitbox has to be within the block for it to be affected?
I don't know. Maybe.
Can we
Maybe
look
is
it
the
up?
answer.
Can we
What
look
am I
it up?
looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking
What
at?
I just said. Is there how much of the hitbox needs
Is
to be within a
there
block?
a value?
How much of the hitbox needs to be within a block in order for it to be affected?
How much is the hitbox need to be in a block
Should I name this
for
door?
it to be affect this one hitbox? Okay.
Is there a value?
Interaction box, boundary box.
Why is my Mathematicus? Oh shit!
Please.
Oh, it's
I
slow.
can shut this down right now.
Shh. Let him speak.
We're trying to find this, and it's probably not here. It just shows the how large the hitbox is. It doesn't show anything else. It does show like how the requirements of a block.
What is? Sorry, my Mathematicus is fucking. So there is no defined value for how big something needs to be. Okay. So that's an
Right,
unknown variable.
right. Wait, can you push up? Hold on. I don't think you can. Piston.
I never realized how big this door was until I needed to put it somewhere.
No, it just pushes it. Okay. Pushes it. So this
Okay, so in knowing this, we know there is no set value for
But
how
look,
much of a hitbox needs to be within a block in order for it to be affected,
okay,
and
but look,
therefore
you see this?
you cannot say that the block should be affected because we don't know. It's not defined in game code.
All right, do you see this?
I'm not watching your stream.
You are not, or are you now?
I am not. No, I am
Okay.
doing a Ligmatic.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm putting a piston diagonal from a crystal. That's what I'm doing. When
And
I push it,
what is the effect you hope to do?
when I activate the piston, it pushes the crystal despite it not having hit the hitbox like fully. It only covers half of it, but it still pushes the crystal.
Wait, do that
So
again? I didn't see it.
you see, okay, like this. See this?
Mhm.
But it pushes it. So it's a 3-block, like, 3-block radius or diameter.
Actually, can you get rid of the blocks beneath the end
If
crystal?
I mean,
Actually,
like this, or what?
okay, this is how I know. The hitbox never touches, or I guess is not part of it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'll let Void continue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, as you have now noticed, what I have noticed for like the past who knows how long we've been talking about this, the hitbox doesn't actually touch those blocks.
Okay.
See? No.
Okay.
Place.
Then why does the okay? Let me retry it. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I
Here.
have a question.
Here.
Archie, can you put an obsidian block to the left
To the
of
here.
yeah,
It
obsidian
doesn't
block.
really matter.
No, up on the surface.
Like here.
And if you explode that, does that explode that side?
This side? No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
It has to be like in the ground so it actually explodes.
Okay,
We need to break
so-
blocks.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Well, you can't. Okay, you need to place it here because you can't place.
Mhm.
It doesn't.
Okay, so all the blocks behind.
Okay, it kind of does. Like it explodes this,
All
but
right.
it doesn't explode this.
That's a curious investigation.
All right. So, Archie, as you have now seen, the hitbox doesn't actually touch those blocks. So there is
Mhm.
literally no merit for you to say that the hitbox has anything to do with the explosion size or radius or the amount of blocks that get affected by it. The hitbox has nothing to do with it. The hitbox is there so that during the end fight, players can more easily hit the end crystals with arrows.
Okay, can we not go to that argument because we're going in circles?
It's not
What I'm
so-
saying. No, I'm not trying to argue on you on the game design of Minecraft. That's not
I'm
what I'm
giving
trying
you
to
an
do.
We're
explanation
fully
for the
entrenched. We're fully
hitbox.
entrenched in lore right now. But
It would make sense, yes, for it to be bigger, for it you can hit it from far away, right? It makes sense, sure. For a gameplay perspective, it makes sense. I'm just trying to understand
could we
if
say that
this world is bound by rules. By what rules does this block does not explode? That's what I'm trying to say.
if we say that gods are beyond rules and game creators are the gods and they forcefully expanded the hitbox of the end crystal so that players or humans
Sure.
may interact with it more easily,
Sure.
that does not be the answer? It does not affect blocks. It was expanded
Sure,
forcefully, so it does not follow rules.
Yeah, sure. That can be the answer. I'm just speculating of. I mean, that's one theory, right? But there's many different theories. I'm just speculating on the different theories.
What? Okay, so what you're saying is you're trying to explain how the hitbox works in game, in like the
And like
actual world.
logic
Out
in
of
game.
this, I
Logic
cannot
in game.
find a good place for this fucking
So it could literally just be that it is very sensitive,
dying.
and that is the range at which if you do anything within that range. It's like in real life. It's like gases.
Right, right.
Like if you touch a gas, like with
Hmm.
like a lighter or something, it explodes.
Okay,
Like
so
that could just be like a gas it emits.
right.
Why we have
Yeah,
strayed
it's
so
just
far from the original question.
Not necessarily.
okay. But now look, okay, if it's very sensitive,
We've kind of
then why can
cycled
I do
back on
this?
each other.
Why can I do
Cause
this? I mean, what's the difference? Okay, no, no. Hear me out here. What's the difference between this, like in game, and this? My hand moving, my hand moving, and this. What is the difference?
hmm, well, I would argue that you like when you punch it to activate it, it's a more rapid movement, and
By
also like
what? By like mass? By
Is this
speed?
related to the initial argument of why
I guess not, but
things touching
it's
hitboxes?
really not. Like
it's not.
man is just going off on a tangent at this point. We've already explained this.
I'm going on a tangent.
Yes, you are.
I'm,
Y'all,
I'm,
y'all
I,
both are.
I'm trying to explain my original intention of the whole argument. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, no, Archie. The original question of this
Nah,
entire
nah, 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 nah.
argument.
Y'all both are going off.
No, no. He says the original intention. I'm saying the original intention. The original intention was the question. The question was, does an end crystal explode blocks? The answer, yes. We were
Yes,
done.
it does, right? Okay.
We were
And
done. You refused to
I'm
end it
asking
there.
why.
You
Yeah,
refused to end
I'm
it
asking
there
why. I'm asking why.
Why it
because it
explodes blocks?
explodes.
And now we're back. Because we.
Because
I'm
it
asking. I'm
explodes.
not. No, I'm not asking the reason gameplay wise. I'm not asking the. I'm
It's not
asking like
gameplay wise.
why.
That's lore wise too. It explodes in lore.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I ask the details of it, right? And like for example, why doesn't this explode? For that's one of the arguments, right? Why
Well,
does
in
this?
lore, obsidian is hard. There.
And then we
If you
went
want the
with the
technical value,
entity.
Obsidian has
And yeah,
a blast resistance of 3,600.
yeah, and then we moved on to the entity thing. Like why? Like it's just
But entities
you
are
okay.
no
You answer a question. Okay, you answer a
Series of
question.
very shitty arguments.
entities
You
are
answer
gameplay. So why are you talking about entities?
because we need entities to be able to interact with the world. We don't have to talk about entities.
But they're not
Like
called entities
okay,
in the. They're not called entities in the world. They're just called
yes, we
creatures
need
that
the
exist.
terms. Yes, we need the terms to refer to it. Like what am I going to refer to this?
An
Other
end
than
crystal.
entity or okay, why does the end crystal? Okay, when I hit it here, it explodes, or like here, or I don't actually know where it is. Okay, like here.
I found a possible location while you
Have
all are
you?
doing that. I did, and
Or
it has a natural cave
which one?
for a big guy.
For big guy. Okay. Okay, it's a science.
Continue.
Okay. Okay, it's a science. Just like how you would ask in real life, right? Why does this work? Okay, it works because of this. Okay, how does this one work? Okay, it works because of this. Okay. Oh, this
Do we need to
actually
do
relates.
we need to spawn up the DSD again?
Have
Is
it
the
be
DSD needed for this discussion? It
What?
seems like it is.
maybe.
What? No. We've already resolved this. We're just going in circles.
I feel like he makes a couple good points. As a science-minded person myself.
What good? Like, what good points?
Like you keep asking
No, no,
questions. You don't
not
just
not
stop.
not points about the details. I think he's a little misguided in what he's going for, but I do agree with his theory of wanting to know more
Like you
and
don't
wanting to
just
question
okay.
why,
Like
not
what
just
I'm
following
trying
laws.
exactly. It's not like okay. Why does it explode?
Though
Oh,
I do
okay,
think
because
he's wrong.
okay. Oh, because of an explosion. Sure. Why though? Like why? Why is the reason? Okay, and then after you get that reason, you ask more. What we ask more questions. Why does that happen? And then you ask more questions. Why? It's not like the first answer. Okay, it's not like the first answer answers every question. You need to keep asking questions to
So
get
then,
to know.
Why did you go off on this entire tent? If the
You should know why Void. It's the Ethereum motto.
Okay,
Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Archie,
The
Archie,
Ethereum motto is why not?
let us okay. Let's cap this here. Go back to the original question and decide if we have answered that, and then we can move on to with this tangent that you have begun. All right. So
It's not
what
a
was
tangent.
it? Is a
The
tangent.
original, no. The original intention of the question was to understand it more. Okay,
No, the
me
original
going
intention.
no. So me going deeper into it is not a tangent. It's a further extension of whatever I'm asking about.
We were talking
If
about in terms of gameplay. We were not talking about in terms of lore.
Well, I was
and
not talking about in terms of gameplay.
We both me and
so
Quinn were.
if we get out of this experience, it is kind of confusing why, and I want to know how much a block needs to interact with a block in order for it to be
It
affected.
doesn't. It
It doesn't need to be known,
Yeah, it
but I'm
doesn't need to
the
be
curious.
known.
blocks that the end crystal explodes do not touch the hitbox. They don't go
No, but
inside. They
it's
don't go
interesting
within the
though.
hitbox.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Archie,
go
can you
within the
do the same
hitbox.
thing you did last time, where I asked you to pull up the? There was an obsidian next to it
Sure.
on the side. So what he's doing right now, and I asked about this earlier, you probably saw it, is the block on the side. Can you get rid of the blocks inside the radius, please?
Here.
Yes. And I want a obsidian block on the middle outside, and then explode that. It's interesting how the blocks to the left and the right of the thing did not get exploded. The blocks around to the left and the right of the bottom thing did. You notice that?
Okay. Look at it. Look at. Count it. Okay, 1, 2,
No, but
3,
like
4, 5. Right. And if you count here, it's also 5. One. Okay, no, it's 4. Okay, if you count here, it's 5.
hold on, Archie, ignoring that. If we're going by logic of how the ground works, any blocks on that face of the uh, end crystal should not have been affected, but only the blocks behind the obsidian were not. Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Well, because the obsidian has a hard is
Can
hard
you
enough
check
to.
the top, Archie?
What do you mean the top? Like
Can you form a top on it and then test if the top applies to the bottom? Or if the bottom being obsidian is a natural gameplay mechanic that was written into the game.
like this? Or
Yeah,
like
just cover the top and then put just one obsidian block in the middle.
that?
This is, yeah, it's just makes, yeah, more blocks. This is no longer the argument phase, but the exploration phase.
Okay, so it
Which
does
is
explode
interesting.
it. That's
So all
interesting,
blocks
isn't
around
it?
it did explode.
That's very interesting.
Why does that work? That's weird.
Guys,
That's
it's pretty obvious.
Why is it obvious?
Archie,
Please explain it.
put a
I
grass block on top of the obsidian block at the top.
This one?
Any blocks
Yes.
behind the radius are defended, yes.
Yeah,
But we
because
Like
the
this.
simulated
obsidian is hard
the
enough.
exact. I know,
There. It's that
Okay,
but
simple.
okay. No, it's
it is true that if the bottom and the top should theoretically have the
be
same
the same.
effect,
Exactly.
but they didn't, which is weird.
If
We're not
this
we're not trying to
also
argue. We're trying to figure out
right,
why,
yeah,
how this works.
if this explodes, right? Why doesn't this explode? Because it's technically in the same, like it's relatively the same. Look at
That
that.
seems like a game flaw to me.
Look at that. See?
I think Boyd's just like done with us.
No, it's a good point. No.
I mean, I think it's a thing worth
Bro.
investigating. Oh shit.
Right, okay. You know what?
If you no longer wish to participate, you're free to go. I am curious
you go.
about this, but
What the thought?
Archie, I did find a pretty good area. Some terrain needs to be done, but it's like it's not bad.
Okay.
And it's in like a weird spot. So
Is it how far?
the value you sent me before, the chord you sent me before, is the max value of that twice. Not times 2 for both.
Okay.
But yeah, we need to terraform it. But there is a natural cave that goes down. Which is interesting. The only problem I can think of is in the story, what we defined as the cave's general location. It's not a fantastic area for
Yeah.
the other thing.